Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's your boy, Mikey Savage 21, and I'm here today to bring you another segment of Testify Talks, the segment where we spotlight things dealing with music, ministry, movies, and of course, media. And today, we're going to be focused on movies again, and I actually want to do a bit of a revisit review as well as open the comment section down below for discussion. And today, the main thing I'm going to be talking about on Testify Talks is Deadpool. And I had a chance to rewatch this not too long ago, and as I was watching it, and as I got finished watching it, it kind of made me think, is this the best comic book film of 2016, and maybe the best adaptation of a film from the comic books in 2016? Now, along with that as well, I also have some other Blu-rays that I picked up. Of course, in no particular order. I also, got Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, the Ultimate Edition. I also picked up, Captain America, Civil War. I picked up that Blu-ray. I also picked up X-Men Apocalypse as well, and I've had a chance to go back and watch that, along with Captain America Civil War as well, and Batman v Superman, and of course Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. I also picked up that one as well, and a lot of people don't know that also is a comic book film as well, and it was actually a comic book way before it was even considered, an animated thing. But, the argument can be made, is Deadpool one of the best films, that we have gotten in 2016 in terms of comic book films and in terms of adapting, source material from the comic book. Now, going back into Deadpool was a fantastic movie. I absolutely loved it. It was a thrill ride. I still remember the opening night, having to cram pack into that theater with a bunch of other comic book sweaties, having to sit there on the front row, first seat, watching it, and then watching it again a second time, and then watching it again a third time, and I just grew to love it more and more. And then when it came out on Blu-ray, I watched it several more times, and even remember making it my nighttime movie. Before I would go to bed, I would always watch a movie, and Deadpool would always be my choice. So I gotta say, I absolutely, fantastically, and wholeheartedly love Deadpool. It was a great film. I love what Ryan Reynolds brought to the character of Wade Wilson / Deadpool. I like Bakarin's take on what she did to the character for Vanessa. I love T.J. Miller and what he did for the character of Weasel. And I got to give it up for the actor who played Negasonic Teenage Warhead, and the actor who played, I can't think of his name off the top of my head. And I don't want to just spout out a random name. Oh my gosh, it has been so long since I have seen it. Give me a second. I'm going to look this up. Well, it doesn't really say. Well, you know what? It's okay. You guys know who obviously you know who I'm talking about. And I think he also did a fantastic job. And then the CGI, bringing him to life. And then also the grand scale of things and the way that Tim Miller directed this film, and how you can tell that him and Ryan Reynolds put their heart and their soul into this, and that it was more of a passion project as opposed to just a standard comic book movie just to make a standard comic book movie. But I loved it, and I think Deadpool is one of the best films in 2016 in general, but one of the best comic book films we've gotten. Now, the argument can be made for Captain America Civil War too, because I remember opening night seeing that and how it just blew my expectations out of the park, both with the opening action scene, the middle action scene at the airport, and the ending action scene that happened later on between Iron Man, Bucky, and Captain America. So the argument can be made for that as well. But in terms of adapting it, they changed a lot of things. Like for one, there were certain characters that were in Civil War in the comic book that weren't actually in the film. Now, of course, due to rights and everything, and how certain characters have been traded off to other studios, I can understand why they wouldn't be in the film. But at the same time as well, I also kind of feel like, maybe you could have thrown, a few things in there and maybe tried to work something out. But I am overall happy with the film. I also got to give a mad shout out to Tom Holland and Chiwetel Ejiofor for bringing Spider-Man and Black Panther to life on that big screen. When I watched them do what they do as Spider-Man and Black Panther, and the way that they carry themselves, and the way that they fight, and the way that they just deliver their dialogue, I knew for a fact that I was watching Spider-Man, the definitive Spider-Man. No offense to Andrew Garfield or Tobey Maguire, no offense to them at all, but this is the definitive Spider-Man. Same thing with Chiwetel Ejiofor's take on T'Challa and his Black Panther get up, or I should say birthright. So the argument I could say could be made for Civil War as well. But I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that maybe Deadpool is the best adaptation that we have gotten in a long time in terms of comic book films. But then at the same time, when it comes to being the best film comic book wise, I would have to say it's kind of up there neck and neck with Captain America Civil War. I could interchange those between first and second place, and I wouldn't feel necessarily bad about it. But guys, what I really want to do is I want to open this up for discussion down in the comment section below. Let me know, what do you think? Which do you think is the better film? Do you think Captain America Civil War is the better comic book film? Do you think Deadpool is a better comic book film? Hey, if you want to make an argument for any of the other comic book films like X-Men Apocalypse or Batman v Superman, whether it's the theatrical cut or the Ultimate Edition, or even for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows, if you want to make an argument, can't talk today. If you want to just simply make an argument for those as well, then let me know that down in the comment section below, because I'm curious to know what you guys think about this. Me personally, again, I gotta say it's the best adapted film that we have gotten in comic book history in a very long time. They stuck true to the source material. We got that wacky, gritty feel that Deadpool is, but at the same time, they kept it grounded and they kept it feel real, like you was in a real world setting. And the way that they just brought the X-Men in, and then the references, the constant use of references that were funny, and they're still funny, and will probably still be funny years down the road when we revisit and watch this movie again. But with that being said, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this little video right here. Please make sure you rate, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like videos like this, or if you want to see more content I have on the channel. Hopefully I'll be getting another video uploaded as well today, and then I got one coming for you guys tomorrow. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. You guys have no idea how much I appreciate it, that you guys tuning in and that you are watching every single week when I try to upload something. I know my upload schedule is like crazy, and I say I'm going to upload things on certain days, and sometimes I make those deadlines and sometimes I don't. But now that I got a 2-week break coming up, I'm going to be doing nothing but focusing on YouTube and getting more content up for you all. But again, thank you so much for the continued support. And before I forget, do not forget about the 30-day free trial for the band Zoogle. If you're an artist or you're a musician and you're looking for an official website, then let Band Zoogle help you out with that. They got all of what you need and more. And if you use the link down in the bottom, you'll get a free 30-day trial, no credit card required. And do not forget about the Visa card giveaway. We only have 2 more days left before I pick the winner. So, hey, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can be one of those winners. Again, thank you all so much for tuning in, and I hope you all have a blessed day. Peace out.